All right, guys, what's going on? Let me know if y'all can see me. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Let me know if I'm showing up good. What's good? And let's see here. JW's in the building. I know, guys. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. This is crazy how fast everything is moving. It is wild out here right now. I promise you. I cannot believe that we already are on the 2nd of January. Nuts. Yes, the red siren has arrived. Okay. I arrived late today, but I arrived. Divine Photo said, let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. I am not mad at y'all. Hold on, let me see what I got on
You
here.
to listen to me. I'm almost 50 and I don't.
You know we about to go through all of this. Somebody said, let me see here, and that Jamaican woman is leading her boobs. I've seen that, Divine. I've seen that. I haven't seen the clip, but I've seen like a little bit of it. I did see that. Mr. Walker, thank you so much for the super chat. Where did that super chat at? There it go. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Was good. You know these ladies be out here. You know they be out here crazy. They be out here crazy. The new thing is decenter a man. That's all they want to talk about now is how to decenter a man. When that's all they think about is men. That's the most craziest part. Listen to this.
I want you to learn this the hard way. Don't let that man come in there and fuck the program. You done all of that healing work. You got your finances, your body, your mind together. You went through therapy. You did all of that work. Don't let that man come in there and fuck the program. The worst thing you can do is let somebody come in there, disrupt what you have built, what you have labored to build for yourself so you can have peace and tranquility just so that you can keep his attention. Do not let that man fuck the program.
Now, you know I had to go to her page. Why do women always, older women, always tell younger women, don't let the men don't mess with your stuff. Don't like as if men aren't bringing anything but but crime, and bad behavior. Because that's pretty much what the women are saying that the men are bringing, and that's not true. That's not true.
Talk my Nancy.
Now this is her page, of course. You know how to go through her little page. Now you can tell right there from the duck lips that she was on some bull crap. Why do they spread this message around so much? Is it just because women just want to hear anything? Like y'all don't be recognized, and you should have seen the comments underneath. Was like, yes, they was like, yes, because I like my bedroom clean, and I don't like nobody disrupting this and that. Like, what kind of men are y'all messing with? To where if a man comes to your house or comes near you, that everything just falls apart. It might be the man that y'all picking. If everything falls apart, that's a problem. That's a problem. Look at her. That's her page. This is the woman telling all the other women, because that's probably all she knows. That's all she knows is to be by herself. Look at that. Like this is the person that's telling everybody,
and this is why I tell
to be by themselves. I know you lying. and this is why I got to bring this up, right? Because a lot of times if men say it, they call y'all haters. They call y'all haters. You know, they're gonna call me a pick me, but it's okay. But this is what y'all, this is the dysfunction that's still being spread around. What is it doing for this woman? What's it doing? And y'all keep saying for people to center men, what would be the reason? It's not working out. It's not working out. Y'all be calling me anti-woman, which I don't know how I am because I'm not. I'm a woman. I'm just pro-reality. I am pro-reality. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like it doesn't make any sense for women to keep saying decenter men as if we can last without men. You know how fast we will fall apart without men? I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all don't even understand. So y'all just be talking outside of y'all neck. Outside of y'all neck. Come on now. Now y'all know that we would not be lasting. Do y'all not understand all the things that men do and put together?
And this is why I tell the girlies to focus on themselves and literally decensor anything that has to do with a man. Do you know how many people asked me for my number within the last 60 days just to get it and not use it? And the gag is, they did not use it because they weren't interested. I'll be out this motherfucker looking good.
If you gotta say that you're looking good, you're probably not looking that great. You don't gotta tell yourself that you're pretty. You ain't gotta tell yourself who you are. Like, and seeing from the pictures, we can see right here, she all about trying to attract some kind of man, okay? You're not telling me that you're dressing like this. You're dressing like this for attention. And she got all them little beastie tats and all kind of things going on, right? Come on. That's right, Mr. Walker. He said, keep cooking, sister. Thank you, baby. Like, this don't even make sense. Where are you going? It's a grown woman out here dressed like a toddler. And you want to say decenter men, but all y'all seem to bring to the table is y'all skin. That's all y'all bring in. It's y'all skin. Why do y'all have to show so much? Since y'all don't like men so much, why are y'all trying to attract them? Make it make sense. It don't make sense. Like, who chair she sitting on? Who chair you sitting on like that? Oh, we got a waist trainer in the building. I call them mashed potato guts. You just gonna smash all your insides together because you're lazy. That's really where that's really like you go you just gonna be old mashed potato guts. Do y'all not understand? This is not a thing. This is not a regimen. Okay. So I'm gonna say it for the ladies in the back. This is not a thing. Okay. When I hear women saying that they about to go and waist train, it doesn't make sense. Quit playing. What planet are y'all on? Look at her. She's somebody different every other day. Every other day she's somebody different. Look, it don't even make sense. And you got the nerve talking about decenter men. Decent or how? That's why you and your page in lingerie. This is why, and this is why I bring stuff like this. This is why it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you don't like men so much, and you are sometimes they be talking about they want a man. You want a man, but you hate on them all day long on the internet, to your friends, to your family. Like, what are you trying to actually attract? Like, I'm trying to understand with y'all. What is it that y'all are trying to get? Y'all want to be negative and bash the men, but at the same time, y'all don't mind trying to receive all the goods from men. Y'all talking about y'all don't want to pay 50-50. Y'all don't want to pay no bills. So y'all want the men to pay bills, but y'all don't need them and y'all don't like them and you want to be musty. Come on now. It doesn't make sense. Listen, it says she could wear a dress or a skirt to her knee and length, and of course less makeup. But I mean, she's dressing. I mean, come on now. We all grown, right? We know what you doing these pictures for. You ain't doing these pictures. You taking these kind of pictures on TikTok because we know what you doing. While you sitting on here, just because you flying and ain't nothing landing, because that's really what's going on. You flying the plane, but you ain't been able to land nowhere. You ain't been able to land nowhere. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. You ain't been able to land nowhere, and this is where it's at right here. So now you're mad. Now you're angry. Now y'all on the internet. Now you're mad. Oh, look at the pictures in the back. Look at who would have a picture of them in the background like that? Like that's kind of strange. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I think that's strange. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of photo shoot that is. Is that the prequel to your life? Like, what's going on at the top there? Why do y'all do this? Like, I'm just curious. The big old tats. And she got a big old do not enter chest stamp. Look at that tattoo going all the way across her chest, like a billboard. It's like a billboard. Do not enter. That's what it says. Do not enter. That is a large tattoo. That's a large tattoo. Like, it's like, what are y'all doing? Look at her. Look at it. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, fellas, you enter a woman's bedroom and she got pictures of herself all over her wall of just her. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a red flag. A red flag, okay? Because there's nobody gonna like no, she's not gonna like nobody as much as she admires herself. Only on Instagram and TikTok and in the pictures, okay? Like you raging, like come on, like exactly solicitation, and talking about you want to decenter somebody, but you all up on here in
The
a
best
vacuum
advice that I
seal,
can give any woman.
in a vacuum seal piece of lingerie. Like this is crazy to me, and it's like yeah, that chest tattoo is wild. Why do y'all? What is that? What does it even say? Hold on, let me see if I can see what it says. Let me see. Let's go back to her picture. Let's go back to her talking smack and see if we can even see what it says. I can't read what that says, but I don't know. What do y'all think it says? I can't tell what it say. It's all crazy to me. Everything on her page say she is screaming, trying to get anybody to say hi to her. You screaming. You are screaming. You want somebody to say something to you. That's why y'all do the stuff y'all do. Y'all don't realize that's why y'all doing that. Y'all sit there and say you don't, but it's clear that you do. It is clear that you
The
do.
best advice
Okay.
that I can give any woman. I'm not.
And then look at this one. Another one. You know, I went to her page too. Yeah, I think she's worse than the other one. I think she might be a little bit worse than the other one.
Them. Don't entertain them. Don't focus on them. Don't prioritize them. Quite literally, act like they're non-existent. Instead of focusing on men, focus on prioritizing yourself. Go to the gym, eat right, buy yourself flowers, buy yourself nice things, go on solo dates, take yourself on trips, get in your Bible, sis. Like, go to church, establish a good community within women, sisterhood. I'm going to take you as seriously as you take yourself. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to take you as seriously as you take yourself. And I don't think a lot of people take that seriously. Like, y'all take that too light. If you think about it, people only play with you when they feel like you're playable. So when people see that you show up for yourself and you love yourself, you don't play about you, they know that they're going to have to meet you on that same level. People are going to know they can't approach you on no bullshit, right? And I say this because I have been single for 4 years. 4, by choice. I have not taken anyone super serious for 4 years because I cannot tell y'all how many men approach me in today's day, right now. They say, I'm so attracted to you. I want to experience you. I want to be a part of your life. But I know you're one of those women that I cannot play with. I see that you show up for yourself. You're a very well put together woman, well-rounded, mentally and emotionally. I know I just cannot play with you. I have to get on my shit, basically. Get on my shit and stay on my shit.
Is that what the men are saying when they see her? When they see her, are they saying this? I don't think that they're saying that. The men are not saying they got to get on their stuff when they seeing the blue nails with the I don't see that. I don't see that. She got her booty chest all up in the camera. Look, Mr. Walker said her tattoo reads Raw Dog Queen for the other woman.
Before I even approach a woman like you.
Thank you, Mr. Walker, for the $2 super chat. Look at this. Now, this is her page, right? This is the woman who was in the vacuum sealed. I didn't even know they made a body con and what is that? What's that called? Hound tooth or something? Like a pattern. And why does everything gotta be out all the time? Y'all don't know how to just put clothes on ever in life? Ever? Come on now. Look, everything. She said her life has been better since she's decentered men. And then look at that. Where are you going with that? Give me an event that you can go to with that dress on. You might as well you might as well put on saran wrap. You might as well put on saran wrap. It doesn't make sense. And then these are the same women who, remember, she said it there and she said, go to church. She said, go to church and pray. And baby, when you look at that social media, then you look at that social media fingerprint, it says different. It says different. Baby, this says like this is giving swap meets a strip club right here. Okay, this is what this is giving. Okay, so I don't understand why women get on here and see, they say one thing, but they mean something else. They say one thing and they mean something else. Yeah, she's definitely not going to, yes, houndtooth. I ain't never seen a houndtooth vacuum sealed bodycon dress like that ever in my life. Yeah. On there got the whole orangutans out. And you got the nerve to sit there and say what you ain't going, and you go, y'all make it hard for me. I promise y'all do it. Y'all make it hard for me. I promise you. The Temu collection. Look at her. Look, and she ain't done. I'm not done with this profile. I'm not done with this profile. Every single picture. And you talk about the men over sexualizing. Y'all over sexualize yourself. All day long, y'all do. It's just that y'all not called out on it, because I call y'all the untouchables. I call the modern women the untouchables because nobody calls y'all out on this crap. Not one person in her comment said one thing about any of these pictures, okay? And she talking about she wanted decenter men. She ought to want decenter them pants out the crack of her butt. Why do y'all wear those? Y'all walking all day long and you telling me this gonna stick a piece of fabric that's right in between like it's a parking spot? Y'all need to have these decenter. There's a lot of things that y'all can decenter, okay? It ain't the men, okay? We're not gonna survive without the men, ladies. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I understand some of y'all might didn't grow up with no type of male figures in your life. Whether it's your brother, your daddy, your cousins, I get it, but y'all need to get together, because this is not where it's at all. Okay, this is not where it's at. This is not where it's at all. Y'all get on here and y'all contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself. If you was so wanting to get rid of men and you don't care, why are y'all starving for their attention? Y'all are starving for the man's attention, okay? Then y'all got the nerve. I'm telling you what the new things is they do now. They got the nerve to go out here with these outfits on, and then they walk past men and they look in their phone and be like, what he looking at? This is the nonsense. This is the nonsense that's going on right now. Like, why are y'all like this? Because your mamas ain't said nothing to you. Because your mamas taught y'all to hate all the men. This is exactly like all day long. It says she's centering wedgies. Yeah, she's definitely centering Reggie's right at the moment. Look at it. Look at it. If she got a kid probably standing there waiting to be fed. It's probably a kid nearby. It's probably a kid nearby. Look, you see, as I'm scrolling down, I'm just like, where are you going in outfits like this? Where does a lady go? Why are you on the internet with lingerie on? And you're always by yourself. You're always by yourself. Like, do y'all not understand? The older woman I played before this video, where she was saying that we all need to decenter men and don't let men destroy y'all's peace. A lot of y'all internet is destroying y'all's peace. The internet is destroying y'all's peace. You wanting to get them likes is destroying your peace. Them likes are destroying your peace. Okay? Come on. This is not, y'all can't keep blaming everything on me, okay? When the sun come out, it's the man's fault. When it snows, it's the man's fault. When is it ever going to be your own fault? When are you ever going to do your own self-audit? It's the reason why nobody's going to pick you up. You sitting over here looking like you and like you're doing something illegal. You look like you're doing something illegal. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, nobody's going to respect that. You get what you put out. You get what you put out. So whatever you're putting out, this is how they're going to treat you. That's what I say all the time. Just imagine this woman meets a man, right? She meets a man and his auntie or his sister be like, let me go look at her page and see what she got going on. And this is what they see. This is what they see. You how do you explain this? You're not a lingerie model. You're not a lingerie model. How do you explain this? How do you explain that? You can't. You can't explain it. It says, honestly, a lot of them are paid for play. Yeah, she definitely like to pay for play. She's a paid for play. single, like a state Pringle, living her best life, totally her lonely life. Yeah, she definitely like, and I don't realize, like, y'all try so hard to sit there and talk about your independence. Is this where independence has gotten us at? This where we going to where we just doing just silly stuff like this? Like we're y'all, the internet's forever. I keep telling y'all that the internet is forever. Is that she thinks she's white, but she definitely thinks that she is something. But the real problem is, why aren't the moms saying anything to their daughters? I don't care if your daughter is grown. Why are they not saying nothing? Why are they allowed just to go out here and just act like a wildfire, a wildfire, and it just keep going off like nobody's putting out the blaze? Like, this is not cute. Ain't nothing about this cute. Ain't nothing about that cute. You ain't got nothing in your everything in your closet is vacuum sealed bodycon. Just everything. Everything you either doing something, you're touching something. This it's like, why? You might as well not have no clothes on. You might as well not have any clothes on. You're not a fitness trainer. There's no reason for you to be in underpants. There's no reason. Give me one reason. But this is the woman that, so I'm gonna tell you right now, any of them decenter men videos, send them to me. Send me all any of them videos. Any of those videos, you send me that right to my email. Okay? Because we ain't having it this year. We busting them out. You said those likes ain't from future husbands. You know what I always heard was a man either sees two things. He sees a 304 or he sees a wife. He doesn't see anything else. There's nothing in the middle. There's nothing in the middle that this man sees. So when he goes in your pants and he sees that you in your captain underpants, you in your captain underpants air, what is he gonna think? It's certain things that are not for the internet. It just isn't. Like y'all need to decenter TikTok sometime. How about that? How about that? Y'all doing all this for what reason? Just every single picture, like Pound Town only. Yeah, Pound Town only. She probably got one of them pages. She definitely probably got one of them pages. And you know what page I'm talking about. Look at it. Just look like she's stuffed. She looks stuffed. She look like she hardly can't even move. While she talking about go to the gym and go work out. Honey, baby, you look like you standing there holding your stomach for dear life. Like every picture. Yeah, catch and release. Catch and release all day long, JW. Catch and release all day long. That's what they do. They gonna throw you back in the water like they do bluegills or carp. Yeah, that's why you ain't never gonna see a carp fish. You don't see people talking about they had a carp sandwich. They throw them back. They gonna treat you like a carp fish because this is how you act. And I'm sorry, this you get what you put out. Look at it. Look at these eyelashes. Why do you have to use eyelashes like that? What is the big deal with the lashes looking like the church fans? Like, come on now, that is not cool. Somebody said, "Do I know her?" And I'm passing judgment. Everybody passes judgment, Veronica. You don't think they do? They do some sort. Yes, they do. Because if you didn't, you would date anybody. You would date anybody. You would go out with anybody. You would be friends with anybody. You would do any. So when I hear people say pass judgment, no, that doesn't help. Okay, that does not help. And also, when we say we're gonna pass judgment, do y'all say that when the men are sitting there, when the women are bashing the men? When the women come on Al Gore's internet and be letting the men have it, slinging whips at them, do y'all go in there and say, how can you pass judgment on that man? I don't think y'all do that. For some reason, when it's a woman, it's like it's delicate. It ain't delicate over here. It ain't delicate over here. She put this on Al Gore's internet, so we gonna talk about it. Whatever you put on the internet, we can talk about it. Just like whatever I put on the internet. So sorry. This is my channel and I'm moving it how I want to. This woman needs to have some judgment passed on her. Are you serious? You just going out in the world with just having booty cheeks hanging out your like she probably be walking around with her kids like that. Come on now. It's the same reason you're foolish as is trying to defend her. I'm just saying, like, come on. Why do y'all defend such foolishness like this? Like, why? Somebody said, why do it matter? It affects you. It affects everybody. It affects everybody. You telling me that this don't affect? I'm gonna tell you right now, even the rappers and even like Sexy Red, they all affect everything. You cannot sit there and say that. Even look what's happening now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how much stuff like this affects different things. When rappers start coming out with their bonnets and their pajamas, all this stuff on, that's when you start seeing all the girls in it. That affects us. That does affect us. Yes, it does. There's no reason for people to be walking around and just looking like they half naked with bonnets on. Come on now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna talk about it. She put it out there. And them eyelashes are stupid. It don't even make no sense. Where is this getting her? Where is this getting her? Before we get into this, right? So Ice Spice just turned, what, 26, I think it said? 26, 27. How old is this woman? I can't remember how old she is. But this is how this affects us, okay? This is how this affects her. This girl went out for her birthday. And she's drunker than I don't know what, okay? Drunker than I don't know what. She has on her Captain Underpants at the moment too, right? So, but this is where the girls get their dressing from. So when I hear people say, what it got to do with you? Has a lot to do with all of us, because this is what the girls like to do, right? Because this is who the girls look up to. A lot of times they don't look up to their mom. They look up to these people that's on social media. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at them. Get mad at them. Because this is where we're at in life.
Happy birthday.
Oh, don't put that on.
How no?
Max, what's up, Max?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, there is no reason for Ice Spice to be that drunk ever in life. First of all, it's dangerous to be that drunk. Okay, I don't care if you are a superstar. I don't care if you're an entertainer. There's no reason for no woman to be that drunk. And you got to think, you got to break and all kinds of stuff. You can lose deals and all kind of stuff. Are we supposed to stay silent when we see crazy stuff happen around us? Is that what we're at in life? Where that's going to make the women feel better when people say who judges who? Why are we judging them? Baby, everybody gets judged. There's nobody don't get judged. So come on, let's not go there. Let's not go there. If you don't like whatever I'm talking about, scroll on. You have a choice. Nobody's making you, like, once you came in here, the door didn't close. the door didn't close. You can walk right back out that door, okay? There's no reason in the world why Ice Spice should be stumbling to her car like this, okay? I'm sorry. Shouldn't.
Happy birthday.
Like, what kind of birthday is that? And you know what's gonna happen as soon as she sit down for 5 minutes, she gonna be sick. She's going to be sick. There's no way. What are you drinking? To where you this gone? Come on now. This ain't ladylike. This ain't ladylike. Back in the day, I ain't never seen my grandmas and aunties and stuff drunk because it was frowned upon. It was frowned upon. Now it's almost like having some type of source of femininity is like, it's like a bad thing. It's like I don't want to be feminine. You want to be out of control and trying to be masculine. Like, this is an out of control situation right here, and y'all know this is out of control. How can you defend this? Or so are we judging this too? I mean, come on. Like, this is crazy to me. There's no reason for it to be like this.
Bro, don't put that on.
How no?
Max, what's up, Max?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Like, who is her team? 26 years old. So I want you to think about this. This woman's 26, right? Even with money, regardless of whatever she's making. Like, who is picking that? Who's about to pick her? Who's going to pick her and be like, you know what? She looks like she's going to be a great mom. She's going to be a great wife. Okay. This goes further than somebody just liking what she has on or somebody's liking her music or anything. Her cheeks is out. She's about to hit the ground. I mean, this can end up really, really bad. So, you know what I mean? So come on. Are we really about to do this? We shouldn't even want our women to put themselves in these types of situations. We should not. We should not want women to be like this. Like, no. We need to get back to shame. we need to definitely get back to shame because this is not where it's at. This is not where it's at. You can call me a hater if you want to, and that's fine. I'm not a hater. I'm just in reality. And I wouldn't want my daughter walking out the club like this. I wouldn't want my mother walking out the club like this. So if that sounds like a hater, like shame on you. Shame on you. And you know what? You have all kinds of different channels that you can go visit. That's all I'm saying. It said you can Mr. Walker said you can tell folks don't have real friends. It says y'all don't love each other enough to correct. Yeah, and that's the thing. Nobody wants correction, Mr. Walker, and that's sad. And that's the crazy thing. If we say anything about correction, we are either haters or we're angry. And that's not how it should be, right? Like you telling me if nobody can give you any correction, how you gonna move through life? How you moving through life? I don't have a reason to hate on this girl. What's my reason for doing that? Let's talk about it. There's no reason for somebody to want to be like this. Okay, there's nothing. I mean, what did she drink? Like the women shouldn't be drinking like this. Then you got this situation. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see the situation with this? What is he? A basketball player? This woman is crazy. She tried to break into his house. This woman tried to break. This is why I tell men, keep y'all's cameras on. Like, report these women when they're doing something, okay? Because this is exactly how it goes, right? But am I not allowed to talk about it? Are we only allowed to talk about when men do stuff? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So this woman, I think this is baby's mama or something. They've been going through like a little battle. Let me show y'all what she did. This woman is crazy. And he taped her. She climbed over his wall, attacked his car, scratched his car all up. Look, it says, look, and they granted him permanent custody, sole custody of their 10-month-old son, because she didn't appear in court. I keep telling you, man, like, take these women to court. Take them to court. Take them to court. If you see something wrong, take them to court. Take them to court. You don't get to just do whatever you want to do. Just because no, that's not how this is going to go. Especially not over here on my channel. It's not. We're going to talk about it. But are we not allowed to? See, that's the thing, though. Society has set us up so bad to where we're not. Look at her. Look at her climbing over the fence. Look at her climbing over the fence. Trying to get to this man, her baby daddy's car, her baby's father's car. Like, this is crazy to me. Look at her climbing back over it. How is that normal? So are we supposed to ignore that women do this a lot? Are we supposed to ignore that when women are being abusers, when they're breaking up stuff, even alienating this man from his child is abuse? That's abuse. But don't nobody talk about that because I guess, are the modern women, are they like cute like kittens and rabbits? So it's not to be talked about. Come on now. There was a woman that just ran a man over the other day on New Year's Eve. Like, do y'all not understand that a lot of modern women running around here being reckless? They are unhinged. They cannot control the emotions. And just because nobody told you when you was growing up, a lot of times they didn't tell a lot of women growing up. You see when you see what happens when you say anything about a model woman right now, they come from my neck. I don't mind it, but you can't say nothing. So you know what happens? Y'all go out here. A lot of the modern women go out here, and then the world checks you, right? Because when your parents didn't check you, or when the community didn't check you, now the world got to check you. And the world might be the police, might be the courts, you know, might be a pew pew. I don't know, but this is what happens, right? So we can't allow our daughters to walk around here and just say and do whatever they want to do. And it starts right here. How many men do we know to where the daughters only call them and ask them for money and things like that? How many fathers, whether you celebrate holidays or not, regardless of whatever you did for your kids, a lot of women didn't even buy their fathers even a card. I don't care if that man fixed her car, fixed her brakes, did all kind of stuff for her for the whole year. No type of thank you, because we are putting these kids on pedestals that they don't need to be on. And this is what happens when you tell them no or you disagree with them. This is what they do. This is what they do, right? But it's okay because they're the untouchables. Is this what we're doing? That's all I'm saying. It says got the goons after him. Like, yeah, this is crazy. Or how about even the allegations? Even sometimes with like are they held responsible for nothing? Are you serious? Come on now. So when you say judgment, are we judging? Yeah, we should judge a lot of these things, right? Because there are women out here ruining men's careers. And I'm not talking about the ones that actually did something. I'm talking about the ones that they proved that was false allegations. And there's nothing that happens to them. There's nothing that happens to them. They walk free. They walk free. Nothing's ever done. So, but do we ever say anything about that? No, we don't. It's a 26-year-old is responsible adult spoiled from childhood. Yeah, but you gotta think, you have a lot of these women. Look at all the cop videos and stuff when they're getting stopped by cops and how they're going off and just not they're not taking any orders. They don't want to take any authority. That's not normal. That is not normal. There's no way that the videos that we're now seeing with the women acting out, going off, screaming, hollering, like they cannot control their emotions. Like, where did we lose that at? Like, come on now. Let's talk about it. Look at her. Messing up that man's look at all that stuff she did that man's car. You gotta be out of your mind to get up there and treat the front of his hood like it's a sidewalk, like you playing with chalk. You can't be normal. You can't be normal. This is spoiled adult children, and we got more spoiled adult children than we know. We definitely do. Like, this is not a good thing. And if we don't talk about it, how does it ever get fixed? We can't save everybody. It's gonna be something that's gonna flow down that mountain. It just will be. But when we see this, right, it needs to be talked about. I'm sorry, it does. Because if this was a man, let's switch it. You know, I like to switch it. If this was a man that climbed over a woman's fence at her house and he jumped in her car and acted like a barracuda, oh, y'all would be outraged. It would be y'all know y'all be outraged. Okay? This is not what it need to be right here. This is not going down. You know, you want to act like this, you're gonna get put on the wall. You're gonna get put on the wall. This is why you can't have kids about everybody.
I don't like when plus size women post like they dating experiences and people be in the comments like, well, if you lost weight, your experience will be better. No, it wouldn't. They treat skinny women like that too.
Your experience would definitely be different. Your experience would definitely be different. You know how many women I know that have lost like over 100 pounds, and they actually say their experience is different when they're out and they're moving around the world. So for this woman to say they treat us all the same, no, they don't. They don't treat us all the same. They're not going to treat me the same way they're going to treat Rihanna or Kelly Rowland or Beyonce, right? Come on now. We are in reality over here at this channel, okay? So for this woman to say they treat us all the same, from a very skinny woman to a very, very large woman to an unattractive woman. We all know pretty privilege exists, right? We're not gonna act like it doesn't. We don't, I don't live like that over here. I don't know what y'all do over there, but not over here, we don't.
They treat slim, thick women like that. They treat chubby girls like that. They treat them all the same. And B, there are men who like plus size women as they are. I don't understand why y'all be acting like it's not just luck to get a good man. Not a man that's pretending. Not a man that do grand gestures every now and then. But a man that is consistently a good man and shows up in the way that a good man does.
Today I'm showing you 161 challenge.
Hold
All
on.
the same. And B, there.
What do you mean it's luck? Did she just say it is luck to meet somebody? Is that what we telling? Is that we telling people now that it's luck to meet people? Is it luck when you get your job? Is it luck when you put gas in your car? No, you actually got to do something to receive it. So this is what this woman is saying, and this is why this is dangerous. This is a dangerous message this woman is preaching. Of course, on TikTok. On TikTok, this is what this woman is saying, that men treat huge women the same way they treat skinny women. That's what she's saying, right? She's saying she's saying that's some bull crap. She said the women just have to be lucky. You're not gonna tell me that Lizzo gonna get the same play that Rihanna gets. It's not happening. And I'm a woman. Okay, we're not about to do that over here. You know that's not even that doesn't even work like that. And why do you think on luck? Like, did she actually say it on luck? This one more time. I just want to hear her say this one more time.
Well, if you lost weight, your experience will be better. A, no, it wouldn't. They treat skinny women like that too. They treat slim, thick women like that. They treat chubby girls like that. They treat them all the same. And B, there are men who like plus size women as they are. I don't understand why y'all be acting like it's not just luck to get a good man. Not a man that's pretending. Not a man that do grand gestures every now and then. But a man that is consistently a good man and shows up in the way that a good man does.
Today I'm showing.
Okay, so if I'm not, so if your daughter was 15, 16 years old, right? Who would want their daughter to actually just be 450 pounds, right? It's not healthy, right? So we're not about to play these games over here, right? There's no way, if I had a little cousin, a little sister, and she is 400 pounds or on her way up to being 400 pounds, we're going to have a conversation, okay? Because I know that's not healthy. That's not good for her joints. Me and her going to have the same skeleton in our body. There's no such thing as big bone that we're going to throw that on out the window, right? There's nobody's big boned, okay? So we're gonna stop that. That is unhealthy. That is wrong, that the women are not trying to tell the other women that this is not good. These aren't even women that probably even had kids. The average woman is pushing about almost 200 right now. And y'all want to normalize that? Y'all trying to really normalize that just so you can be right. What is your point? What would be your point for not telling other women about this not being healthy? So you're going to go to TikTok and get the first thing they say was tons of men who like really big women. I'm pretty sure there are some men that like big women, but do you know the percentage wise, if you're going to do fraction wise, you telling me that most men are going to prefer a 300 plus woman? Is that what is that what we're doing? We're not doing it over here. We're not doing that over here. So that's not going to work over here. This is craziness. And this is why I say a lot of women be spreading craziness. And why you saying, why am I judging? This needs to be checked. This needs to be checked. Because this is not where it's at.
Consistently a good man and shows up in the way that a good man does.
Today I'm showing you 161 childcare in Columbus, Ohio.
You know we're gonna talk about this. You know we're gonna talk about you know we about to talk about this real quick. As you know, this is all over everything, talking about the Somali daycares and talking about how they going up to buildings and they ain't even daycare. They don't even have kids there. All they got is invoices, right? So I ain't never seen daycares where the kids were working from home because they not there. They got work from home in daycares. Now this ain't right. This is not right. This is not right. And I'm sorry, y'all You know, this ain't right. And Timothy Poindexter, you know I am going to keep speaking the truth, okay? Okay, we speak truth over here. Like, this is not normal. This is not normal. There's no reason why they should be having all these daycares and nobody is in them, okay? And they just out here just getting money. They out here getting just millions of dollars, okay? And then they sit up there and they act shocked. It says somebody says even those men who enable them, we are enabling our family members by telling them that they big boned it. You don't want to enable them like that. Come on now. I'm sorry, we don't. I don't want nobody to enable me. So if I'm doing something that's so terribly wrong, I would hope that somebody would send me an email and say something to me. Don't let me just go out there and drown. Say something to me. That's what real friends do. Real friends, that's what community's supposed to do.
And as you can see, it does not look like a child care center at all. It is locked. It says it's open. There's a little desk right there, but the ceiling's all falling out and stuff like that. And if you come around back, you can see that this place is just a total dump. Literal just debris everywhere. Just a question, how do you enroll? How do you enroll your children here? You can't do that? No kids? So how can I enroll my children? It says you get public money through Ohio. You get money through the state of Ohio. This is a money that gets. I'm showing
children here in your child care?
Which child care means a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where are you? Which department?
Oh, we are from ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut up.
Let me tell you something. This Nick guy has been turning up. Okay, he's been turning over houses, cars, and trains. Okay, he's been walking up to them doors, asking them questions. They've been slamming them doors in front of his face. 90 going over west. Okay, hey, it's gonna be talked about.
Us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look at this daycare center right here. No children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million.
Folks, tonight.
And where is the lie at though? Like, where does it, when it comes to holding people accountable, right? Like, come on now, is all the different things that's going on with the U.S. we just gonna be giving out money? You telling me we got kids that supposed to go to daycare and they just at home working from home? What they doing? They got invoices. They got invoices. And this is why I said, it ain't just one side that's good or bad. I mean, when it comes to a lot of different things with the government, they all got their hand into something. Okay. So I don't look at anybody like they my great white hope or anybody, You got to look further, and that ain't right. That ain't right what they doing. So, it is what it is, and they going to keep turning over stone after stone, and it's probably going to be a bigger story than what we think that's going to be coming out, okay? It is what it is. And now we talking about this stuff that was in Atlanta. Where are the parents at? It says parents will face charges after roughly 400 teenagers caused chaos at Atlantic Station. You know what? These parents need to start getting in trouble for these kids. You know your kids ain't home.
Atlanta police say parents could now face charges after hundreds of teenagers caused chaos at the Atlantic Station. So this is video. This is from Saturday night showing fights unfolding and customers running for their lives. Police said that they first responded to Atlantic Station after 7 p.m. when someone set off fireworks and found about 400 unsupervised kids.
What we did not see were parents of any of the 400 juveniles, children that were present. And as we continue to address this issue and make adjustments to keep this area safe, we must be joined by parents knowing where their children are, ensuring they are under proper supervision of adults and are abiding by the law.
You know, officers moved the teenagers from Atlantic Station property, pushing them all the way towards the 17th Street Bridge, and that's where police say 2 guns were fired just before 10 p.m. Now, APD says that it actually detained 5 teenagers responsible for firing those weapons. The ages, the youngest one is 14, and then 15, 16, and 17 years old. Now, the department says parents found not have violated the city's ordinance of proper supervision will now face charges. And when it comes to Atlantic Station, the CEO says that it enforces a strict youth curfew starting at 3 p.m. The CEO has not addressed how 400 unsupervised teenagers were allowed on the property Saturday night.
And if you think about it, right, it's only going to be so much that can be enforced, right? It's going to start at home, right? It's kind of like sending your kids to school. You can send your kids to the best schools, but if they don't have any kind of structure at their house, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have kids out there acting like burnt popcorn, and they jumping all over the place, doing all kind of stuff. There is no reason for your teenagers to be out on New Year's Eve or whatever eve they was out there by themselves. This is always going to be a disaster. This is going to be a disaster. And the parents should face charges. And then start charging these. If parents start getting charged with the stuff that their kids do, I'm going to tell you one thing. They either going to make sure they going to be over them, or they're going to lock them up. They're going to put them somewhere. They're going to sign them away. They're going to do something. They're not going to be in charge. Because right now, they don't have charge of them right now. They don't have charge of them right now. Okay? They don't. Somebody said, famous, how you doing, baby? It says a bunch of single mothers about to catch a case. Yeah, they are. They're about to catch cases, okay? Because this is not where it's at. This is not where it's at. You can't let your kids just come out here and just act, just bounce off the walls. Like, these kids are dangerous. Just because they kids don't mean they're not dangerous. These are dangerous kids. You know, what I always say, I always tell people, whenever I see a homeless person or I see somebody done something, I'm like, that was once somebody's baby before. I always say that. So, you know, I mean, you know, I'm serious though. Be acting like, and what the cops gonna do? The cops, they only gonna be able to control so much. And the cops are not in control of your kids. That's not the way it works, right? So the same way I was just talking about that young lady that was all extra naked all over her page, talking about she wasn't decenter men, and somebody said, who am I to judge her? There are people out here that are saying, who are we to judge these kids for doing the things they did? There's consequences. And now look, they about to suffer these consequences. I hope that they take this to the higher courts. I hope they show all the parents up and everything. It's about time. Nobody got time to be you going to an event and the kids always sitting there messing it up. Like, who wants to be bothered with that? Nobody wants to be bothered with that. I'm sorry, they don't. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I said burn popcorn.
And 17 years old. Now, the department says parents found not have violated the city's ordinance of proper supervision will now face charges. And when it
tell you what, when these kids do stuff, I'm sorry, I don't know how they're going to monitor them or whatever, but I don't know if they got to put a whole bunch of little watches or something on them to see where they at. I don't know, but I mean, because now they about to close all the Atlantic Station down. So now that little mall, that little part, all that stuff is, all the retailers are moving out of there. So now you're not gonna have nothing right there. You're not gonna have anything there. So they didn't mess it up. They didn't mess it up. So the real thing is, what do you do? What do you do with these kids? What do you do with this situation? I mean, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Look at we was talking about the women earlier. You know, the women always talking about the men being aggressive. When you it's almost like now women almost, and I'm talking about the modern women. A lot of modern women, they almost equate somebody being abusive just to men, like as if men are just says crime on top of the forehead. That's not true. It's the individual. It's the individual. So we got to stop doing that.
When it comes to Atlantic Station, the CEO says that it enforces a strict youth curfew starting at 3 p.m. The CEO has not addressed how.
And you're right, the community, but think about why it's no community too, right? It's no community because you do have a lot of pushback. You have a lot of pushback. People go, don't say that to my kid. Look at the way the mamas are walking their kids up into high school, knowing that your kid did something bad. You know your kid did something bad. They come on there on defensive mode. They come in there like they are Green Bay, like they some football players when they walk up in there. Like they taking up for their kids. When your kid is in the dead wrong. And this is what's gonna happen. So let me say this to the people in the back, right? Y'all got kids in y'all's family. When them kids is getting smart, or you giving them money, they ain't did nothing to deserve no money. A lot of kids, they don't even work for nothing. They don't clean up, they don't do chores, they don't do anything. And y'all, like, imagine your kid down there at the Atlantic Station with some new Jordans on or some new shoes on, and they ain't did nothing to earn none of that stuff. We gotta stop rewarding kids for bad behavior. I'm sorry, we got to. Like, this is not where it's at. I don't even see kids being at their own house, not cutting grass no more. They ain't cutting grass. Like, who made it that easy? It shouldn't be that easy to be that lazy. And then you be mad when they 30, 40 years old and they ain't got nothing going on. Then you be looking at them. Then you don't be bothered because you trying to get your groove back. Like, this is where we're at with this, okay? So I'm telling y'all kids asking for money and doing stuff, make them work for their money. Let them show you like that entitlement. Yeah, they're entitled. Like, why? Like, no, you don't get to just get stuff. If you don't make them work for stuff, or you don't make them see things, how will they ever learn? They're going to think everything should be given to them, and that's why they're in the cars making TikTok videos when they get fired. This is why they're in the cars doing that, okay? Because they're not used to nobody saying no. They're not used to any correction. They don't want any correction. They don't want they don't want no direction. They just want applause. That's all they want. Even if it's bad, that's all they want.
400 unsupervised teenagers were allowed on the property Saturday night.
Never seen that before.
My mother.
She's done. Look how she's done.
Okay, I like it. Okay, TC, who you here for? How was your Christmas?
Look at Karuchi. She's so happy. You know, all the women are talking about this woman, talking about why she with that old man and this and that and da-da-da. Baby, let me tell you something. Like I said before, she is tired of getting treated like a Olympic gymnastics person in the bedroom. She ready to sit down and have some bean soup and have a conversation with somebody, okay? She looks happy right there, okay? And while y'all playing, that's her coming up. He ain't coming up from her. He can go get anybody to be Karuchi. You know how many Karuchis out there? You gotta understand that. I'm just saying. Look, Ron James said generation debt and generation accountability go hand in hand. Yeah, you're right about that. But if nobody's held accountable, you're not gonna be held accountable, right? You're just gonna keep going through life, just doing whatever you want to do, right? And look, Karuchi, she's 37. She's 37. You know, she's with Chris Brown. She was with Victor Cruz. She's with the Migos. I mean, she tired, y'all. She tired. She want to sit there and, you know, she want to have a regular Christmas. So while and it's mainly women going off. Like, how dare she be with that man with his bad bladder and this and that? Yeah, I like that. You acting like Karuchi's a spring chicken or something. I mean, I don't know if she's past the age of having babies. I mean, I don't know what her net worth is or what she brings to the table. I don't know, but I'm just saying this probably gonna be the best she gonna get right here. He might be able to teach her something. He might be able, you know, I'm a person, I deal with reality. I'm a reality kind of person, okay? So think about it. Nobody else married her. Nobody else took her off the market. Nobody has took her back off the market, okay? So this is where we're at right here. So she's around here. She's happy with this man. Let this woman be happy with this man. I don't know why the women want to, like, I don't know if the women just miserable or what. Y'all ought to be happy that she got somebody. Y'all talking about he nursing her back I mean, she nursing him back to health. Any relationship, I think both people kind of nurse each other back to different situations, don't you? Or is that just not when it's a woman doing it? What? And this is the thing. We live in an age where we are making the modern women think they ain't got to do nothing. They ain't got to do nothing. That's not how it goes. You don't get to get all the great accolades and do nothing, okay? This man got more to lose than she probably gonna have to lose. So I'm just saying. And she's 37 years old. So I don't know. Yes, that's Deion Sanders. That's Deion Sanders. And that's her boyfriend right now. And she's rolling with him. She is she is rolling with. Somebody said she guess she don't want no kids. You know what? She's 37. So I don't know. Unless she about to get him out the vending machine. I don't know if she's gonna be able to have none right then and there. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, she done been, in the football field, the stages and things. So I don't know what that thing is like, but she trying. She trying. But I'm just saying, everybody calling him crusty and this and that, but it's mainly women. It's the amount of women calling him, and it's older women that's going on for him. I'm seeing the older women is letting him have it. Yeah, like men ain't been dating older, younger women for ages. Why you be acting like that? Why you be acting like that? You know what I mean? Like that is, That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. But y'all see that smile? That smile. I ain't see her smile like that with them other men, okay? Somebody said she's a caregiver. She's stealing her youth. What youth? She's 37. This is a grown woman right here. I don't think he's stealing anything. If anybody got something to steal, she might steal something from him. Like I don't. You got to think. I don't think he's stealing her youth, guys. This is when I think we overvalue women. Like we overvalue women way more. We devalue men and we overvalue the women a lot of times. We do it all the time. Because nobody talks about Cher being 100 and her boyfriend being 20. That doesn't even make the news. So we do because what I say, I'll call the women the untouchables. It says success with money, have options, and their option is usually younger. Yeah, you're right about that, right? And this is a prime example of this, right? Just like Cher got money, and Cher over there about to be 120 years old and got a little 27-year-old, right? Now, if Cher worked at Shell gas station, that man would not talk to her. Y'all know it, right? So, hey, there's no robbery, and it's a fair exchange. To me, it's fair exchange, And yeah, I bet you he can still have kids. There was just a man that I did a live on. Wasn't that man like 80 years old? And he had a baby. Now, he didn't look like he can move, but he had a baby and it's at the park. I don't know how long he's gonna be with us, but he had a baby. And I think the woman was like maybe 30-some years old. It says older men almost always go after younger women. Yeah, they do. They always do. My daddy was older than my mama when he married my mama. I think, hey, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. We don't see women meeting men at the exact same age. You normally don't. Not saying they don't, but you just don't. You said she still can. 37 ain't that bad. But you start losing a lot of eggs at a certain age, right? And 37, I mean, that'd be a geriatric pregnancy. But I don't know how much money they got, but and I don't want to hear nobody say Janet Jackson did it, because Janet Jackson is not the same thing as other people. Okay, she had her own supposedly nursing staff in her house. Grits and Bacon said, but yet you got a woman who is 50 wanting to date guy. Yeah, because the women are saying, the Tracy Ellis Ross said she wanted to date the young men, right? She wanted the young eggplant, right? But nobody said nothing about that, right? So, hey, we can't boo-boo on their story. So we can't. Like, shoot, hey, that's the best date she's had in a long time, okay? Like I told y'all before, she tired of Chris Brown and dancing in it. That thing tired. She wanted to sit it down. She's probably retiring it. While he was in the hospital, she retired it for a minute. Just having a child at 60 is crazy. He won't even get to see the child graduate. Kids, I mean, regardless if it's crazy or not, I mean, they have kids. They're still able to have kids, right? Now, I ain't saying that he's gonna be out there making TikTok videos and stuff with his kids, but he's still able to have kids. I mean, that's just the reality of it, right? That is just the reality of what's going on. All I'm saying is her. She is the one. To me, he might have more loose than she does, right? Think about it. Think about why nobody picked her up. She moves in the biggest rooms, okay? She's around all the stars, right? And I've met her in person. She's gorgeous. When I say pretty, I mean she looked like she floating in one of them Spike Lee movies. Okay, pretty woman, right? So something is stopping her from somebody really getting her there, right? And we don't know what it is, but hey, if they like to move like this, leave them alone. Older men been picking up younger women. I don't know why y'all. I don't know why. Is it because are the women by themselves and they're mad? Why are the women mad about this? I only see older women being mad about it. I don't see young girls talking about it. I don't see the men talking about it. And see, Robert De Niro just had a baby. Yeah, and he just had a baby. He just had a baby. Somebody said women have to catch those rich men on the come up. If he gets rich when he's older, the lady will always be younger. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, whatever jeopardy they got. I mean, somebody always ends up becoming somebody's nurse. I don't care one side or the other. Okay. I don't hear men. You know what you don't hear? You don't hear men saying that saying. You don't hear men saying, "I don't want to have to be her nurse." No, because men are more empathetic. Do y'all realize the things men don't say that women say? I ain't never heard a man say, "Well, I don't want to mess around and be her nurse. I don't want to mess around and be her caretaker." Men been caretakers for women for years, for centuries. What I always say, men been pulling women out of ditches and dumps and pulling totes out the house all day long. And y'all know it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Look, Dion, hey, he got whatever he needs. He got a smile on her face. That's all I'm saying. It says my pops always say, "Son, only thing I want is the presidents on my money." Oh, the only thing I want over is the money. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It says Anna, some of these women fertile. Yeah, I mean the main fertile women are gonna be the ones that's having them one night stands with them basketball players. Now they probably taking shots or something to get pregnant real quick. They do got that out there. So I don't know why the men be shocked when they call that woman out. Like she gonna hit herself with that shot and she gonna Uber to you. That's all she got going for her. So hey, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. It says they not built like that. I'm just saying. I'm not hating on this couple.
It looked really good according to Shala.
My Christmas was amazing. I got some really great gifts.
Sure did.
And I got to spend some quality time.
I got them all on layaway.
With the Sanders family and my family too.
Yeah, we did. We went over to the crib.
Layaway.
Hey, you know what layaway?
What's
we playing, y'all.
Look, she had a great Christmas. She tired of her head hitting that headboard 24/7 and being in VIP all the time. She tired, y'all. She 37. She tired. Let her kick it. Let her be with this man. Leave this man alone. Leave this man alone. A lot of people's grandpas and I actually think it's better for a man to be a little bit older sometimes, not on every occasion. I mean, I know what they're like. What are they like? 20 years apart or something like that? What are we talking with them? I don't know. Let me see. It says Dion has most definitely leveled up on his. And think about it. If he got a woman his age, what is Dion? What is he like? Is he 60? How old is he? Somebody be my executive producer right now. How old is he? Like, imagine him dating Claudia Jordan. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, okay? He might be missing some toes, but he ain't missing a step. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He might be missing some toes, but he ain't missing a step. And I mean that, okay? He is not missing a step. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Look at them both smiling. All you see is teeth. Let them that's all. I'm just saying. He's 58 years old. Okay, so he 58, she 37. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was figuring about 20-something years. Yeah, he's missing most ball players gonna have some jacked up feet. They just are. Soccer players, you ever seen soccer players' feet? Okay, if you ain't never seen, if he's a soccer player and he really plays soccer, he's kicking that ball, he is kicking them toes off too. And most of the play sports got terrible feet. They do. You're not gonna take off a sports player's socks or pull over the covers like you in the movie Boomerang, and you gonna see some. Yeah, them feet gonna be crazy. They just are. But she ain't with him for his feet. She not with him for his feet. So, so that's all I'm saying. Not at all.
Went crazy.
Now y'all done had Pastor Jamal come out and talk about his wife's dress. Y'all done had this man come on here. Now he already done tricked y'all into not going to Target. I mean, but I don't know why, because everybody was still going to Walmart, Amazon, McDonald's. I mean, all kind of other things that you could have all boycotted, right? But for some reason, maybe somebody slid him some money. I don't know. I'm not saying that the other companies might have gave him some money to get this started, but who knows? But this is where we're at with this, right? Y'all done made this man have to defend his wife's dress. This is his wife's dress, right? And this is what he had. This is what he had to say
about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. They never said anything about this was the largest fundraiser for for HBCUs in the country. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. Now, you got to help some people, because some people have embraced the full knowledge of ignorance without any assistance for understanding. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. But because you ain't never been nowhere and ain't never been exposed to nothing, furthermore, I needed to set the record straight. Y'all don't like this. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. The internet went crazy.
Y'all done made that man almost cuss on a pulpit. He almost had a cuss word. I ain't gonna lie. That is not a dress that I would say that is for a pastor's wife, right? I mean, it's Jamal Bryant. I mean, what can I say? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, flesh tone or not, even if it's flesh tone, right? It's like, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it is inappropriate, right? I mean, his body kind, it looks like she got a little cleavage right there. I mean, it is definitely different. I mean, you can't be mad if you see a cat and it meows, right? I mean, so he can't be mad that she wore this out and the internet just went ham. The internet just went ham. Didn't he have like a kid or something on her or something like that? I'm not too familiar with him, besides him flex on everybody and telling them not to go to Target, and probably getting a tremendous kickback from the other companies. But what do I know? He said what he said. He went so far in to say, don't be mad because my wife got a body. he said, don't get mad. I got something to come home to. Like he went in about that dress, okay? Let me see. It says, stop the cap. The dress was made to appear see-through. Oh, yeah, exactly. And see, and that's the thing. It definitely was made to appear see-through, right? If I come up on here, but what's them one shirts where it looks like where your boobs and everything is showing, and imagine me go, I have a shirt on. Y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy, right? It's gonna be the same thing, right? Like he is not taking no accountability as being a pastor or however they moving, whatever he's preaching about, right? Regardless if he's going to wherever he's going to after life or not. I mean, he has to realize his position, right? And that definitely is definitely looks like she's going to the Players Club in that dress a little bit. It definitely looks provocative. It's made to look like it is like it's see-through. Like we not about to act like that she not doing that, right? We not about to act like that. We know what somebody's doing when they do it. She knew what she was getting, but wasn't they like on Atlanta Housewives or something like that? So hey, this is what they do. This is what they do. And don't get me wrong, she might not be a 304, right? But if somebody does not know her and they see her in this, I mean, as her being even his wife, I mean, this to me is inappropriate. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, you know, somebody said he's another circus preacher. Well, it definitely looks like it. This is like the same dress that Cardi B wear, okay? Another attention seeking, right, Lee? I'm telling you, like you're wanting attention, right? You're wanting because why would you wear it? Like, you know what I mean? Like this was going to attract some folks, okay? This is definitely what was going to attract some folks, right? You can't get mad when you sit up there and put a show on and everybody looking at it. Because that's what you're doing. You put a show on, now everybody's staring at it, and now you're angry. You can't do that. Everybody hit that like button for me, guys, if you're in here. Go outside, hit that like button. If you got to go out the door, hit that like button for me. Like, yeah, you don't want to be like this. This is not where it's at. This is not where it's at. But y'all done made him come on his pool pit and almost cuss. Like I'm just saying. It is what it is. Somebody said New Birth Church has a history. I do not know that church's history, right? I do know that, you know, this man is always doing something for some clout. Okay. So who knows? I'm not that woman. I don't gotta wear that dress, but you can't get mad when you lighten matches. You can't light matches and be mad. Now you got to fire. I mean, it is what it is, right? Nobody passed from this. This ain't all that serious, but it's just funny to me when I see things like this, and then you gonna come out like, what did you think that was gonna get you? You know? I'm just saying, she out here dressed like Dr. Bryant. You right, David. Chris Davis, she out here dressed like Dr. Bryant all day long. That look like they all in the Mary Jane gang. I told you that Dr. Bryant was out here looking like she's part of Mary Jane girls. And that was inappropriate what she had on. Like one thing about Dr. Bryant, one thing she has not done. She's always acted who she is. You know, she's always came out and been dressing like a thought. That's how she came out. I remember she had that dress on, it didn't fit. It didn't cover her chest all the way. So, you know what I mean? Like that's how she dressed. So she's always been who she is. Regardless if we like her or not. She ain't never came. I ain't never seen Dr. Bryant really that dressed up. Or covered or anything. She's always been in the Jeezy concert, like she just OD'd. I ain't never seen I don't even see young girls wearing lace jumpers with green panties and green bra. I ain't never seen that. So you know. And think about it. You put something like that on. Somebody said the spirit of Eddie Long. Like, think about it. You put something like that on, you can't get mad when we come after it. It is what it is. If I came on here with something crazy, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be somebody's content. I just am, and I gotta eat it. I gotta eat that. If I came out, I did it. That's what I did. You know, I mean, yeah. You read about this. She wore this dress, and it took away from whatever was going on. So whatever money they said they raised or whatever they were doing, like you wear this type of situation, you take away from everything. Like out of all the dresses in the world, and you got money, you got all that kickback money from all the other companies that went in Target. You could have bought any dress in the world. Why did you go buy that? Out of all the things that you could have, it's like Ice Spice when she did that SpongeBob thing, right? Like, why? Like, come on now. It's a place and time for everything, right? Not no more though. And this is what I don't like about our modern women, right? We're acting like we don't know that. This is why you see girls at barbecues and bodycon dresses, at family reunions with skirts up to the booty cheeks. This is, I mean, where did we lose that at? Where did we lose that at? That's not where it's at. So all this attention seeking, you're gonna get the attention that you're looking for, but don't get mad. That would be trespassing and attempting to yeah, exactly. Imagine a man walking around like that. A man beside Prince or something. I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't allow that. They would look at you like you is crazy. Yeah, in my house, the Mary Jane girls. I mean, I don't know. No, I mean, I said it about Ice Spice. I'm gonna say it about her. Both inappropriate. Ice Spice coming out walking drunk like that. You don't know where you're going. You're falling down. Inappropriate. You having a function. You come in dressed like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant / Mary Jane girl. Inappropriate. There's no reason to be dressing like that. You know, people still look cute with clothes on. That's what I want the ladies to know. And ladies in the back, it's still cute with clothes on. You ain't got you don't have to you ain't gotta always just stand to the back and to the side. I keep telling y'all ladies, some of y'all pretty from the front. Some of y'all have nice profiles in front. Every style, every stance don't gotta be a kickstand, little flamingo stance, okay? And this we got to start talking about this. Maybe they'll stop you. You cannot buy class. You cannot buy class. You cannot buy it. It says he act like her wearing that dress raised all the money. Oh yeah, he did. That's exactly how he said it. He was like, y'all. He's like, y'all don't want to know. He was like, y'all wasn't counting all the money. Come on now, you know it's a church. You know how church folk gonna be. They gonna talk about that. They gonna talk about that. Jamal Bryant, crazy. It says I'm sure she knew people would be talking about that dress. You know she did, Michelle. You know she did. When she went out that door, she knew exactly what she was doing when she went out that door. You know, I mean, she might have pulled a Ray J on us. I don't know. People do anything sometimes. People do anything sometimes. You see Clarissa Shields over there making unsightly food and asking Papoose is the best food he ever had. It's like some dry spinach out the bag. People do anything right now for clout a lot of times. They honestly, they just do. So it is what it is. We are in that type of time where people love the clicks, they love the views. It doesn't matter if it makes sense, if it makes sense to them. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's what they do right now. Everybody, please hit the like button. Y'all know I go live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And sometimes I have pop-ups. Put your bell on. Put your bell on because I might be on here. You won't know I'm on here if you mess with me. But this is how we be. I keep it real in here. I talk about a little bit of everything. Always logic over emotion every single time. It says my 43-year-old ex-wife dresses like she's 22 all the time, even with her kids. Well, you know, them kids probably be embarrassed. Ain't nothing. Some people don't need to wear certain things, right? And that's why I got this channel, right? Just because you can pull it up your leg, it don't mean you should have it on. Okay? I'm telling y'all, I need to stop doing that. Them one pieces, them one piece jumpers I'm seeing the ladies in, I'm gonna need y'all to stop wearing this. Everybody shouldn't wear that. It be looking crazy. It be too many lumps and bumps. Too many lumps and bumps. And then y'all look at everybody when they looking at y'all. Come on now. I know we're not gonna go back to girdles and different things like that, but geez, do we gotta go all the way clear across the other side of the room? We just not gonna have no decorum. We already looking at bonnets and pajamas. And y'all did, I mean, what else? What's gonna be next? Like, you know, people, when I was young, you couldn't go out the house. You wasn't allowed to go out the house if you wasn't dressed. You're not going out in no white socks, no flip-flops. You could not go out the door. You're not going down the steps. You're not going down the steps. We need to get back to that, okay? So when I hear somebody come on here and they be like, well, who are you to judge? Hey, baby, we need to judge sometimes, all right? Because we are clearly seeing that people are growing up in families to where nobody is saying nothing. Nobody is saying nothing. So it is what it is. But do we care or do we don't care? I care. I care, So, it is what it is, I speak in reality. I speak in reality, baby. It says women like this enjoy shock value. Look, she enjoyed it until she doesn't, right? You can't get mad if you present something a certain way, and this is how they presented it. You can't, this is nobody came to their house and was looking through their bedroom to see what she was putting on. You came out with this. This is what you wore. This is what you wore. So this is where we're left with right here, right? And this is and this is what I be talking about when I say, where's the accountability? He on there talking about how he on there talking about how good his wife looked, and he said, this is why I married her. We understand all that. We understand all of that, right? It still does not excuse that this dress seems to look like it is a see-through dress, okay? It's no different than when Lizzo went to the Lakers game and she had that them pants on with the plastic backside. And it's probably scared all the kids. There's, we gotta bring some type of decorum back, guys. We can't be that off to where we just walking around wearing anything like you don't care. It used to be some kind of embarrassment back in the day. Like, are the women, are the modern women, are they not embarrassed of anything no more? Is that where we're at with it? Are we just like, because we just don't care? We need to bring Karen back. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse as the years are going. I don't see it getting better. I don't see it getting better. Yeah, Lizzo at that basketball game was wild to me. And you know why she was so comfortable with wearing that? It's because society, social media has made it okay to look reckless. It's not. But the social media, I promise you to have. So people be thinking they can go out there and do that. Imagine that being your mom and she around there walking around with stuff on she shouldn't have on. I see it every day. The bonnets are, and I'm gonna keep talking about this bonnet stuff until I'm gonna talk about it until I take my last breath. There is no reason for a grown woman to be walking around with bonnets on her head. You telling me you didn't have a hat? You had nothing else to put on your head. You can't be that comfortable. And all you're doing is making the women more lazier. You're making them more lazier. And then you wonder, you're going to have to buy them a date. You're going to buy them a date. You got to buy them a date. I see girls that don't even change their clothes. They're wearing the same clothes. For you to get up out your bed and go to the grocery store with pajamas on, gotta be something going on up there. Something has to be missing up there. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even want to run into nobody like that. Yeah, and then you got to think about it. Then you got the whole musty movement. We have a musty movement going on, guys, where the women are coming out with videos saying, I'd rather be musty than be next to a man. If I want to sit in my bed and stink all day, these are the videos. Y'all, I've played them on my live before. Like, aren't we that gone? Are we that gone? To where the ladies are saying that they're rather sit in the house and be stinking like some garbage. This is why I say, you don't treat your bodies like garbage cans. You don't treat your body like garbage cans because they out here moving like garbage cans right now. It shouldn't be. And but the women are only gonna get dressed up when they go out. Like, that's not who you are. If I can't see you on Monday and Tuesday and you still look put together, and I'm not talking about no makeup, I'm not talking about no extras, I'm just saying you looking clean and presentable. Like, when did we lose the clean and presentable look? Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm telling you right now. Any of my family members walking around musty or anything, they're gonna get a conversation. They're gonna get a conversation over here. And they can use that whole little judge me all you want to. I don't care. I'm gonna throw that right on out the window. Like that's not how that's going. See, back in the day, I'm gonna tell you what changed. Grandmas and aunties and uncles, they wasn't scared to tell you the truth. They would call you ugly and everything else. They'll say that you too big. They'll say, what do you have on? They'll say if you stunk, they say whatever. And now people are so defensive, they be like, well, I can't say that. So now we just got they just out here drowning. They out here drowning. Like this is real. Like you gotta have somebody hold you to something. If nobody holds you to anything, where's the wall at? Where's the wall at? And some of it probably is depression. Some of it probably is depression. The girls probably, and some of it is laziness. It's laziness. It's lazy. It takes nothing to go put your hair into a bun, put your hair in a ponytail, put a hat on, do something, braid it up, do whatever. But my thing is, how do you have bonnets on, but you got your lashes done? You got your lashes done? I've been seeing full makeup in bonnets before. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. And you can't tell me you washed your buns. There's no way that you washed your buns. And I'm seeing the men in bonnets too. I don't know what that's about. Men, I'm gonna need y'all to get that together on y'all side. Like I'm just saying. And I'm not mad at Passport Bros. I say go wherever you're celebrated at. You gotta go wherever they like you at. You know, you can't get mad at that. You can't get mad at that. We gotta get the elders to start talking about what's going on. We gotta stop acting like we don't see it. We see what's going on. Yeah, when you dress good, you feel good. I'm just saying, when you dress good, when you I don't know nobody want to go down the street with their breath funky, thinking you're not dressed. There's no way that your day can go good like that. And it has nothing to do with money. So come on now. This is just regular laziness sometimes. I promise you it is. It says she's a fashionista. We have all stuff passionate about clearly. It says she's with her husband. Hold up, somebody. It says she's with her husband. It says she's with her husband. Well, nobody, you know what? They came to the internet. He came on there. It's not about leave her alone, right? Like she wore the dress. She wore the dress and they are defending it, right? People are gonna have their opinion. People are gonna have their opinion, right? People are gonna have their opinion. And that's what you got to be used to. So like I've been doing YouTube, TikTok forever. People have had their opinion about me for years, right? That's part of it. So people are going to have their opinion about them too, right? So that's all I'm saying. All this defiance about not wanting to take a bath and not wanting to put no clothes on, and I can wear whatever I want to wear. Where is that getting the girls? That's not helping us at all. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. We're leading them down a dark alley with explosion at the end. We are. So when I hear people go, leave them alone, this and that, like, what is it? Constructive criticism when we're bashing men? But if we say any type of constructive criticism to women, it's bashing. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. Because it seems like that's what we do. And that's not good. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. As always, folks, I will be back on here. Thanks for the subs that subscribe this live. I hope y'all liked it. This is how it always be when you up in here messing with me. If this is your first time in here, please put it in the chat. The next time, folks, please put your bell on so you can know when I'm coming on. Thank you for the super chats, guys. I appreciate it. Crook, I appreciate the $5. I appreciate it, baby. It helps on my channel. I appreciate the memberships for everybody who is a member. I thank you so much. This is my first year on YouTube, and I appreciate y'all. From the bottom of my heart, guys. First time, okay. Thanks, guys. Always, guys. But I always say emotions gotta be at the end, guys. We can't move on emotions.